Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video today. And today, the Houston Rockets beat the Golden State. Or yesterday, the Houston Rockets beat the Golden State Warriors 131 to 116 in Game 5 and force a Game 6. Great to see the Rockets get a win. After the last two games in San Francisco, I think the Rockets really needed that win, and so to see them get it definitely feels really good for this team. As a fan, I'm sure many other fans as well, and then the team as well, and maybe that can build some confidence going into San Francisco. And I think there's a real silver lining in this series that this doesn't happen often when you're down 3-1, especially in the first round. It's not often that in a first round series when you're down 3-1 and you've got you're gonna play Game 5, Game 6, Game 7. Most teams don't even make it to that Game 7. Some teams will make it to the Game 6, like the Rockets are, or like the Detroit Pistons are. But a lot of the times, the team that is down 3-1 is the worser seed, and that's usually the case. Now, you can look at the Los Angeles Lakers. They're another team that lost Game 1 against the Timberwolves, and then were down 3-1 at home last night. And if they went to Game 7, they would have been home as well. But it is not often in the first round or in the playoffs that the better seed is down 3-1. And, so there is an advantage of having two of those final three games at your home court. So, honestly, the Rockets have played, in my opinion, solid basketball at home in this playoff series. I think the two wins they've had are probably their best performances at Toyota Center, but also the game that they started off. The Game 1, you look at it. Offensively, was it a terrible first half? Yes, but offensively in the second half, the Rockets started to get it going, and defensively, that whole game, the Rockets were good. So that Game 1 wasn't even that bad when you look at that's the team's first playoff game, and it's defensively, the masterpiece they put on in that game, holding the Warriors to, I want to say, 95 points that game, even though Steph and Jimmy killed them. And so, Game 1 was not that bad. Offensively, it was a bad performance, but it was made. That was, in the first half, it was a terrible performance. The second half, it just was not good. But you look at offensively the last two games, I'm really impressed with this Rockets team. 3-point shooting was good the other night for this Rockets team. Fred VanVleet killed it, and he did that again tonight. 4 for 6 from 3 today, or last night. 26 points, back-to-back games for Fred where I don't think he was. LP was the leading scorer in their last game, but Fred does take it. LP doesn't score as much because not only is Fred scoring a lot again, but Dillon Brooks and Amen Thompson scoring a lot. We've been waiting to see this for Amen Thompson. He's been there defensively. He was there again last night with 5 steals and 3 blocks, 25 points, though, 8 for 12, 1 for 1 from 3. That's the highest number he's had in this series by far. 24 for Dillon Brooks. That's the highest he's had in this series. It's not like he hasn't played good basketball in this series, but that is the best game we've seen. Last night is the best game we've seen from Dillon Brooks so far. He had 24, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Amen, if I didn't mention it, had 6 rebounds, 3 assists with his 5 steals and 3 blocks. Alp had 15, 9, and 9, was a rebound and a assist away from a triple-double. The funny thing about Alp, if I'm wrong, please correct me, his halftime stat line was like 12 points, I want to say 8 assists and 6 rebounds. He only had 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist in the second half. He did not play a lot in the second half. He finished with 31 minutes. I think he had like 18 or 19 or 20. I think it was 18 or 19 minutes he had in the first half. So he didn't play as much, but was not as effective. And only took 9 shots, made 6 of those shots. So he wasn't actually shooting the ball a lot in this game, LP. So I guess that's another thing that, and you're not going to need to shoot the ball as much when you're only playing 31 minutes, and you see VanVleet, Brooks, and Thompson combined for 38 shot attempts. So 9 it seems right when you've got all the other guys like Fred and Dillon and Amen Thompson performing the way they were. Jalen Green actually wasn't that bad. Was he good in my opinion? No. But was he bad? No. 3 for 8, 2 for 4 from 3, 28 minutes, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 points. I thought that, you saw him play well enough for the Rockets to not, for him not to hurt them in this game. He was a plus 22. That's the worst of all the starters, but that's because the Rockets starters were unbelievable. I mean, VanVleet was a plus 21, Şengün was a plus 23, Brooks plus 25, Amen Thompson plus 32. So, yeah, but Jalen was good tonight, or last night. I keep saying tonight. Tari Eason was great, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist in his 19 minutes. 17 minutes for Steven Adams. Did not score over 2, but 6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 1 assist for Steven. And outside of that, Aaron Holiday got some minutes. He's got some minutes and he got some minutes in game 2, but he only got like 4 or 5 minutes. This is the most he's played. 16 minutes for Holiday, and the gamble worked out for Ime. 3 for 6 from the floor, 1 for 3 from 3, 9 points for Aaron, 2 assists. And outside of Tari and Aaron, there weren't. I mean, Jabari had 7. There wasn't a lot of other bench points. Jeff Green, I wanted to see this. Game 2, we saw Jeff Green and others check in. It was like Cam Whitmore, all the other guys you saw check in at the end of this game last night. And, I really wanted to see Jeff Green score a bucket. You never know. Jeff Green, this could be his last year in the NBA. I hope it's not, because he's great for this Rockets team. He's great with the young guys as a veteran leader. But he is old. He's 39, 40 years old. And he's played a lot of playoff basketball in his career, and he's not in the rotation in this series. Not going to be at all in this playoffs. Even if the Rockets move on in this series, that's fine. But if he does get minutes at the end, I want to see him shoot. I want to see him get that last playoff bucket. And he took one from downtown, made a 3. That has to feel great for Jeff Green. Potentially could be his last playoff bucket of his career if he decides to call it a career. All right, but Jock Landale played 5 minutes in this game tonight. He wasn't available for the first 4 games of this series. 2 points, 1 for 2 from the floor for Jock. Reed Sheppard played 7 minutes in this game tonight. He didn't score, but he looked good. 2 steals, 1 block, 1 assist, 1 rebound for Reed in 7 minutes. And Cam Whitmore played 2 minutes, but didn't have any stats on the board. And that was really it for this Rockets team tonight. For the Warriors, the Warriors starters didn't play a lot. They decided the game was over at the third quarter with 5-6 minutes left in the game. You saw the Warriors, not even have any starters on the floor with 5 minutes left in the third. Curry had 13, 7, and 3. Buddy Hield had 4 points, 18 minutes. 8 points for Podziemski, who had 4 assists. 7 points for Draymond with 1 assist, 1 rebound, 2 steals for Draymond. 8 points for Jimmy, 2 for 10, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. So this was just a great night for this Rockets team. There wasn't a Warriors starter over 25 minutes. Jimmy had 25. The closest to him was Steph with 23. And no one reached over 25 off the bench, but Moody did play 26 minutes. He looked really good. I wonder if this performance for him makes Steve Kerr want to play him more in Game 6. He had 25, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 9 for 18 from the floor, 3 for 7 from 3. They also had some solid production from guys like Kevin Knox, who had 14 points and 4 rebounds, and 11 points Pat Spencer, 5 for 7 from the floor. And the Rockets win. This is the second most points in franchise history that the Rockets have scored in a elimination game. And not only that, wait, you know what? I might be wrong. I want to say that it's the most points the Rockets have scored in an elimination game since 2015. I read, but great performance for the Rockets. We'll see how things go in Game 6. It's going to be hard. But like I said, there's an advantage if you win Game 6. If you win Game 6, and you're back home at Game 7, it's not often that look at the Cleveland Cavaliers when they played the Golden State Warriors. They were down 3-1, but when LeBron James made that comeback, he had to play 2 games at Golden State at Oracle. He didn't get to play 2 games in Cleveland. LeBron had to play Game 5 and Game 7 in Oracle, or at Oracle. Game 6, he did get to play at home, but with this Rockets team, if you do make a 3-1 comeback, I'm not predicting it happens, but if you do, you've got Game 5 at home, you got to win Game 6 in San Francisco, but then Game 7's right back in Houston. So 2 of 3 in Houston, which doesn't happen often when you're down 3-1. So let me know your thoughts on the Rockets game Game 5 win, and what you guys think about Game 6 that is on the way Friday night. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.